What's up, guys? It's me I'm back with another video. And, well, tonight, how about we discuss WWE being a bunch of petty fucks? Looking at you, Vince McMahon. Y'all are just going out of your way to be petty towards Sasha and Naomi right now. And it's fucking stupid. So, go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future uploads. And let's jump right into this. So, the catalyst for this video is on commentary tonight on Smackdown. They had Michael Cole say that Sasha and Naomi let us all down, and their actions disappointed millions of WWE fans. If you don't know what's going on, I've made a few videos on this subject, but on Monday, Sasha and Naomi walked out of Monday Night Raw due to creative differences with Vince McMahon and company. Now, the issue is, and let's not get it twisted, let's establish what the issue is. The issue is that they were going to be in a six-pack challenge for a title shot against Bianca at Hell in a Cell, which that's innocent enough, should be no problem. Reportedly, Naomi was going to win, should be no problem. Well, the thing is, inevitably, they're going to have to brush aside the whole tag team title thing in order to, going into this, in which Naomi goes to face Bianca at Hell in a Cell. Sasha probably ends up going on to face Ronda at Hell in a Cell as well, even though that has not been confirmed as being true or not, but one could, speculate if you'd like. And essentially put the tag titles and all of that work on the back burner to do that. Sasha and Naomi have been working their asses off with these to make these tag titles relevant, more relevant than they've ever been. Excuse me. And reportedly, they had pushed, for instead to go to have a program, with a tag match against Nikki and Piper on Raw, and have that set up a program between the two teams, to where they would then defend the titles at Hell in a Cell. And, well, here we are. That obviously didn't happen, and Sasha and Naomi said, you know what? Okay, we're leaving. Now, so much has been said about the situation. I've obviously reported based on the stuff that I've seen from PW Insider and from Fightful. Go check those videos out if you haven't already. But it seems like people are really getting it twisted over what the issue is. Like, there are people calling Sasha and Naomi selfish. I've seen conversations of people conversating about this idea that Naomi got manipulated by Sasha to do this, which I don't think so whatsoever. Personally, I think that's bullshit. And WWE has gone out of their way to be petty about this situation. They aired it out on Raw on Monday during the show, with commentary discussing it and whatnot at points in time, saying that what they did was, quote, unprofessional. Pretty rich coming from, WWE, Vince McMahon, all that, but I digress. And then tonight, along with Cole's commentary, which he really should not have had to have been made to say that stuff because that's stupid. But he also said that they've now been indefinitely suspended, go figure, and that there's now going to be a tournament to determine the new tag champs, which makes no sense because you've only got two other teams, Piper and Nikki, and Natty and Shayna. Unless you plan on making other teams or calling somebody up from NXT. I don't fucking know. The point is, WWE is once again showing how petty they are. And it's really fucking stupid because Sasha and Naomi have busted their asses to make these tag titles relevant. They've said it from day one, after they won the titles at WrestleMania, giving Sasha her first WrestleMania win, no less, mind you. And Naomi, probably one of the biggest wins in her career, especially on the biggest stage of WrestleMania, that they were going to do that they were going to that they were going to work their asses off to to elevate the tag titles, and that's what they've been doing. The problem is WWE doesn't seem to want to give them the time of day. They feuded with Shayna and Natty afterward, but they didn't get to defend the titles at Backlash. And it's like, if you're gonna have the titles, you gotta at least, you don't have to defend them at the pay-per-views all the time. But going into WrestleMania, the last time the women's tag titles were defended on pay-per-view was, funny enough, WrestleMania 37, a year ago. So, it's just ridiculous. It really is. And I want to mention here, I do stand with Sasha and Naomi. I personally feel like they didn't do anything wrong. You can disagree with the walkout all you want, but they had no other reason to be there if they weren't going to go along with the six-pack, because it just didn't make sense to do. And the funny thing is Fightful had actually found out that originally, and I mentioned this in a previous video, or I might have posted it in my community tab, but either way, they were originally going to do the one-on-one, which probably would have been between Asuka and Becky, and not the six-pack, but then it became the six-pack, probably the day of. So, if WWE just sticks with the one-on-one, none of this happens. But Vince doesn't seem to have any common sense. So, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen with Sasha and Naomi moving forward. That's a wait-and-see situation as far as what WWE decides to do. All we know is that they've been stripped of the titles and that they have been indefinitely suspended. Now, reportedly, Naomi may have been working on a contract extension, and Sasha may have been due for one as well, though that part's unclear. So, you now add that on top of everything else. In the end, I think both of them are going to come out okay. WWE, this is the shit that they pull all the time. They will try and make your life a living hell if you're looking to be out the door. We've seen this countless times. The thing is, this ideology is so ass backwards, because if you degrade your talent on the way out, they're just going to be more and more appreciated wherever they go. Now, WWE right now won't outright fire them, because there's the chance that after their 90 days are up, they go to AEW. And WWE recognizes that. That's probably why they refused to release Mustafa Ali for the longest time, because they knew his value. They just didn't seem to want to utilize that value on their programming, but they knew the value that he could bring to another company. It's a whole lot of ass backwards ideologies from Vince and Co. But at the end of the day, Sasha and Naomi did not disappoint anybody. They did what they felt was the right and honorable thing to do. They tried to give Piper and Nikki an opportunity at their tag titles, because and try to run that program to then defend the titles at Hell in a Cell as another step towards continuing to try and elevate the women's tag titles, and make them more respected, which I think would have been a great idea. Excuse me. And if you want to run this storyline about Piper trying to help Nikki sort of find herself and, quote, get serious, like she had said, the first night that had been established that they'd be a team, then you have that on. You can add that in as well. But once again, WWE and Vincent Kennedy McMahon lack common sense to do that. I don't know how much WWE is probably going to continue to be petty fucks about this, and I mean, what are you going to do? And, I want to bring up something else as well. To all you fans, quote unquote, who are attacking other wrestlers on their posts for not saying anything publicly about Sasha and Naomi, they don't owe you jack shit. Alright? Let's not forget, they have cell phones. They have means of communication outside of social media. They can talk and text privately. They can talk to each other in person. They don't need to air it out on social media. Now, granted, there are some superstars who have, publicly put out their support. Dax Harwood, Bayley, Mickie James said as much in an interview, things like that. That's perfectly fine. If a talent decides to do that, that is completely up to them, and I respect it either way. They do not owe it to us fans to let us know which way they stand. That's between them and Sasha and Naomi. End of story. So I wanted to get that in the video as well because I've been seeing that lately. Like Stephanie McMahon just announced she's stepping away for a bit, taking some time off, and that's perfectly fine. I hope all is well, and I wish her the best. And then some wrestlers, they gave her support, for that. And then they were getting, people in their comment sections, attacking them. Shut the fuck up, please. Please shut the fuck up. You have no right to be attacking them on that stuff. Like, if that's what you're going to try and say to them, don't fucking say anything at all. Keep it to yourself because, again, they have means of communication outside of social media. They can talk to each other, via text, via phone call. They don't need to let us know what's going on between them. Simple as that. So, with all that being said, I wanted to come on and discuss those things because, it's on my mind and, I wanted to get it out there. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do not miss out on future videos. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.